If you like mist, moors and mud, then this is the hike for you. As I thought, totally lost. I had high ambitions for this hike today, but as you can see, the weather has very much conspired against me. It's very difficult terrain to navigate in these conditions, and it's not ideal for filming too. We are on Burley Moor, often mistakenly referred to as Ilkley Moor by idiots who like to make everything simplistic, and it is literally scattered with prehistoric remains. We've come to look at one in particular today, but you're probably now looking at some wobbly GoPro overlay footage of my journey to this point, and you'll see we've got these amazing millstone grit natural stones laying all over the place, and many of them are inscribed with fantastic cup and ring marks and ladder sort of designs, and I think the ladder design is apparently unique to this area of moorland in Britain. Somehow, more by luck than judgment, I have to concede, I have managed to find what I've come to show you here today. It is the 12 Apostles. Lord only knows what this is going to look like in these conditions, but hopefully you can get a sense of it. It is a very evocative stone circle, believed to date right from the end of the Neolithic period, Bronze Age, start of the Bronze Age, but we do have a bit of a story to tell about it. Our researchers, in preparing for this rambling hike today, discovered a description of this stone circle, which was that it is the most damaged prehistoric remain in the whole of West Yorkshire. Antiquarian reports from the Victorian era describe the circle as having an embankment around the outside, I think up to about 1 metre high. As you can see, there is very little sign of an embankment, just a few lumps and bumps, a little bit more raised over there on the southern side. So in the last, 150 years, something like that, idiots visiting this place have trampled it out of existence. By the time you get to the early 20th century and another antiquarian visiting the site, all of these stones were toppled. So what you're looking at here today is a recreation, and I think it was done sort of overnight under mysterious circumstances by unknown suspects at some stage in the 1970s, that most rebellious of times. Earlier reports had a central stone here. There is a sort of a stump of one there, but whether that's the original stone, I don't know. It may well be part of this 1970s pranksters recreation of the circle. Not too sure the blurry background effect is going to achieve very much in these conditions. Some quite interesting sort of swirly marks there on that one. Could that be the sun breaking through? It may be knocked around, but at least it is still here. The glass is half full. And one of the things I find very wonderful about the location, I think if you spoke to a lot of people, and I'm not saying idiots, if you spoke to a lot of people, they would think that this moorland landscape was what it would have looked like back in the Neolithic. But that's not the case. When this stone circle was created, this land had been cleared from woodland. There was probably still pockets of trees around, and it was being grazed by cattle. My prayers to Subscriptia, the god of all YouTubers, have been answered. The fog is lifting, the sun is coming out. Now this is the point where I got a bit worried about the new fake drone because it hadn't returned from that earlier bird's eye shot. It seemed to have got a bit confused by the mist. So I thought that £375 had gone up in smoke on its second outing. But fortunately, it did return when the battery started to get low. It found its way back to me. Sadly, I've got to leave now. I keep forgetting when I'm out hiking that it gets dark a lot earlier now, and I don't want to be stuck up here lost in the dark. It's not because I'm scared about any sort of nonsense mumbo jumbo about aliens using these stone circles as a sort of transmission point for their forthcoming invasion of the earth. One of the things you always have to point out when you're walking on these flagstone paths across moorland is that they probably come from demolished mills. It's an obligatory thing apparently when you're hiking. I hope you enjoyed that, just a quick ramble on the moors on a stolen Friday afternoon. We'll come back here another day when the weather's better. There's lots more to see, all those amazing cup and ring marks. So we will return. Until next time, stay tuned.